So this is the Osmo Pocket 3 and this is the Z Fold 7, and today we're taking the camera test to a whole new level, putting this to the strongest stress test that these can handle. So in this camera comparison, we're gonna be comparing the pictures, videos, stabilization, battery tests along the way to see which one dies first and which one actually gets warmer, because this is a phone, this is a camera, a gimbal, but yeah. And what better place to test out both of these cameras in Boston Common Park? Starting up this camera comparison with pictures, guys. The Boston Common is actually really packed today, guys. And everybody's just looking at us really weird with a rigged up camera and a phone. And my buddy holding a big camera that's super rigged up as well. It just looks crazy. Bro, this is awesome. Do you want to go on the carousel? All right. Well, this place forgot to put lotion. It's dry as hell out here. That wasn't funny. Damn. Forgot to mention earlier, we started up with both of these devices at 97%, and right now the Z Fold 7, so it's at 75%. And with the Osmo Pocket, so it's at 80%. I don't know if you guys can see that. So it's beating the Z Fold 7 by a little bit, but hey, a win's a win. Let's keep it going. So the history coming out this building is amazing. This is where the Boston Tea Party first started. So looking through both of these, the Osmo Pocket 3 right now is at 58%, and the Z Fold 57%. They're neck and neck, wow. All right guys, we're now wrapping up the Z Fold 7 versus the Osmo Pocket 3. It was a little doozy here, but battery on both is 53, 51. The Z Fold 7 actually came back. The Osmo Pocket was doing better throughout the whole time by 5%, and we did a little bit of log and took more of a toll here. So as soon as I got home and I started reviewing all these pictures, I was surprised how they both held up, even more so for the Osmo Pocket. The Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7 features a triple rear camera array system in the back with a 200 main megapixel camera and a 12 megapixel ultra wide camera with a 10 megapixel telephoto camera with 3x optical zoom. This phone also features two selfie cameras, one in the main display when you open it and one in the cover display. But on the other hand, the Osmo Pocket 3 features a 1-inch sensor. Also, this device is capable of taking 9 megapixel photos. So the Osmo Pocket 3 features a 2-inch OLED rotatable screen versus the Z Fold 7 6.5-inch dynamic AMOLED 2X cover display. So obviously in any outdoor conditions, the Z Fold 7 is going to be more visible and easier to use. One thing that really took me off guard, guys, here is the Osmo Pocket 3 battery length. So the Z Fold 7 battery capacity is 3 times bigger than the Osmo Pocket 3. The Osmo Pocket 3 has a 1300 milliamp hour battery, but with the Z Fold 7, it's a 4500 milliamp hour battery. While I was doing this camera comparison with both of these devices, especially outdoors with the sun fully exposed, the Osmo Pocket 3 did get a little warmer, but throughout my usage, it kept up exactly the same with the Z Fold 7. In certain moments, it was beating the Z Fold 7 while I was doing this comparison. So this is weird. I thought the Z Fold 7 would get hotter than the Osmo Pocket 3, but the Osmo Pocket 3 is actually warmer than the Z Fold 7. The Z Fold 7, the front screen is getting a little hot, not the back, which is a little weird to me. Well, the back is a little warm. feeling the... Yeah, the Osmo Pocket 3 is hot compared to Z Fold 7, which is really weird. And if you guys are liking this video so far, give it a like. And if you guys haven't subscribed yet, what are you guys doing? Hit the subscribe button. And also comment below what phone you guys want to see me comparing next. Now, let's get back to the video. So let's talk about lens flare and ghosting. So the Z Fold 7, the lens flare and ghosting is completely horrible. I'm not going to lie. I actually like how the Osmo Pocket handles ghosting and flaring. It's not as severe as the Z Fold 7 because the Z Fold 7's flaring is horrible, it's bad. I said in my previous video, if you guys haven't seen that with the Z Fold 7 versus the Z Fold 6, I'll link it in the description below so you guys can see that. But yeah, it's not that great. I mean, you guys tell me here which one looks better. So let's talk about photos. The Osmo Pocket 3 is taking photos with a 9 megapixel camera, and obviously the Z Fold 7 is a 200 megapixel camera. And yeah, you could definitely see the difference. It's more punchier, it's more sharpened, you got more dynamic range into it, the field of view looks better. Everything about the Z Fold 7 is just, the Osmo Pocket 3 wasn't meant to take pictures. As you guys can see in these photos right here, it struggles a lot, especially with the colors. So the Z Fold 7 definitely has more features in the Osmo Pocket 3, especially in portrait mode. So what I just realized with the Osmo Pocket 3 is that in pictures, you can only zoom in all the way to 2x. With the Z Fold 7, it goes all the way to 10x. So in zoom in, it's winning 100%. There's no competition. For a device now that's over $1,000 when you get the creator pack, it's not worth it. 2x, come on DJI, upgrade that, please. 2x is crazy. Now this is where this device shines. So the Osmo Pocket 3 is punching out beautiful videos. Same thing with the Z Fold 7, but I don't know, there's something about the Osmo Pocket 3 that the quality definitely feels and look a little more better in the Osmo Pocket 3, especially in log. I know the Z Fold 7 could do 8K log, but the Osmo Pocket 3 got D-Log M. So both of these devices in log, they're both pulling up kind of equal videos and pictures. I feel like the Osmo Pocket 3 is leading a little bit more in video, but with the Z Fold 7, the color is definitely better and more punchier. But that's something you could change in post and put different LUTs, and you could do them with both. So it's either or. I feel like it's a little even, just a slight advantage with the Osmo Pocket 3 when it comes to video. So initially in the beginning, I didn't want to put this into the video, but I have to. So let's get into features. So with the Z Fold 7, it has its features, portrait, pro video. It has all these tons of features, and all those features are amazing. Don't get me wrong. Both of these devices are meant for two different people. The Osmo Pocket 3 is meant for somebody that's really into videography and needs something that's really portable, because the Osmo Pocket 3 is perfect. That's definitely a good B-roll camera. And the same thing goes for the Z Fold 7. And it's pretty good, but it's not comparable to the Osmo Pocket 3, because that gimbal tracking function it has, that's next to none. It's beautifully made. So the Osmo Pocket 3 has a feature called Spin Shot. And with this feature, it'll make any noob look like a professional. So initially what it is you hold it in a flashlight position and it rotates in 180 degrees, and it gives this cinematic look and spin and feel to your videos. That's in a different level that the Z Fold 7 does not have. I mean, you can do it if you buy a gimbal for the Z Fold 7. Let's get into stabilization. You guys know the outcome of this one. There's no comparison with the Z Fold 7 versus a gimbal slash camera. The gimbal is definitely going to be more stable in every situation you put this thing through. So the Z Fold 7 definitely stabilizes his video pretty good, but I mean, come on guys. This little gimbal right here and this little form factor, yeah, there's no comparison. It's a phone versus a gimbal, so I give that point to the Osmo Pocket. I mean, you guys tell me, check these videos out. know, what you guys all been waiting for. Which one is the winner here? To me, it just depends what you're doing. If you're just into strictly video editing, the Osmo Pocket 3 is your way to go. And if you want something that's a little more portable and you don't have to bring too much stuff with it, the Z Fold 7 is a perfect device for that. But if I had to jot this down, pictures definitely goes to the Z Fold 7. Videos, I'll give it a point and then a point and a half for the Osmo Pocket 3. Stabilization, Osmo Pocket 3. Ghosting and flare, which one can handle it better? Osmo Pocket 3. Battery, Z Fold 7 held up better. And then for features, there's more features in the Z Fold 7 than the Osmo Pocket, so I do have to give features to the Z Fold 7. Which device you think won? And you guys know by now, I'm just a guy who likes tech. Signing off. Till next time.